If you're interested in stories with happy endings, then you should find another video to watch. This video has no happy ending. It also has no happy beginning and very few happy parts in the middle. You'd be better off finding something more pleasant to watch, if that's your type of thing. It is my sad duty to chronicle the looks of the characters in a series of unfortunate events. If you haven't figured it out already, I am doing a series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket. I love the Neflix adaptation. I was so nervous that it was going to be a little bit like the movie, which wasn't my favorite. But they've done phenomenal. It's amazing. They've taken exactly the way I pictured everything in my head, how I was picturing things. That's how it is in Neflix, in the series. I'm blown away. I love Lemony Snicket. I love his second series as well. I discovered his books and I thought, put this book down. What are you talking about? So obviously I had to read it. I discovered his books around that middle school age. So, you know, there's Mean Girls and I was bullied. I didn't have a lot of friends back then and I wasn't very cool. I'm still not cool, as you probably discovered. But I had books, and I had his books, specifically at that time. And Lemony Snicket's books got me into different types of books that I wouldn't read. He'd make references, and then I started reading Shakespeare plays, and then I started reading other classics, and it sort of opened the world for me, just by reading this book series. And I think a big part of why I went into law is what I learned in a series of unfortunate events, particularly the first book, about wills and guardians and Latin terms. But no, those books were my friends when I had very few. And I will always be grateful to Lemony Snicket, aka Daniel Handler, for writing such fantastic books that made me feel less alone in the world when I felt like an outcast and I didn't fit in. I felt different and I thought that was weird. Now I'm glad that I didn't fit in, and it's okay to be different. But his books helped me through a rough time, and I love those books. I will always love those books. I suggest you go read them because they're brilliant. Today I'm going to do a Violet Baudelaire look for you. So I'm going to edit in the start right now. Violet Baudelaire, the eldest Baudelaire child. She's about 14 in the books. She's made popular by Malina Weissman and the Netflix adaptation of the books. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup per se, but the actress is also probably about 15 or 16, and I haven't been 15 in quite some time. So the hardest part is going to be making myself look younger again. So let's get started with our first series of unfortunate events look of Violet Baudelaire. I need a ribbon to tie my hair back. Helps me think. She does it so effortlessly. Ta-da! I've already used MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NW10. So Malina Weissman's skin is flawless, and I'm going to attempt to recreate that. So basically, eyeshadow-wise, there's not a lot of color. It's supposed to be 14. So pretty much just going to contour the eyes, and I'm going to try and make mine look more like her eye shape. So I'm going to go with Smashbox, their photo eyeshadow trio. And we're going to take the lightest shade there, which I believe is Vanilla, and put that all over the eye. A light layer of this one, this lightest brown shade here, I believe it's Sable, on the lid. So Violet is the mechanical inventor in the family. I always found her so interesting. I loved reading about her, all the different things she invented to escape and help save herself and her siblings. I always wanted to be like her. I'm not very mechanical. I'm not mechanical in the least. Didn't get that gene. I definitely am more like Klaus with the research and the reading. It's probably why I was more drawn to law than engineering. And then even though it's already quite light, I'm just going to blend that with a blending brush. This one's from MAC. Just get it nice and soft. One of the signature things I think about Violet's look is her very wide eyes. So what I'm going to do is take a black eyeshadow. I like Blackout from Urban Decay, and use it as a liner, but not so much to create an eyeliner effect, but just to make my lashes look fuller. That's why I'm not going to use an actual eyeliner. And then just sort of pressing it into the lash line. I don't really want to make it obvious that it's there. So then, keeping with our wide eye look, I'm going to take a white eyeliner and put that along the bottom waterline. So Violet's lashes are very long, very wispy. I don't know if she's wearing false lashes or she just has very lovely eyelashes. But I'm just going to take this little mascara from this brand that I can't pronounce. I'll put it right here. Give them all the credit in the world because it's a great mascara. I just can't pronounce things. Now I'm going to use some contour shades. Not so much to create a strong contour, but to try and shape my face like Violet. So I like to use N.Y.C Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. I'm going to go with this shade right here. I'm going to use this blush from e.l.f, e.l.f, in the shade Tickled Pink. Taking this highlight shade. Then I'm going to take a little of the highlight shade, a tiny brush, and put on the inner corners. Here we have my finished Violet Baudelaire look. Actually, I rather like it. I think it's something I would wear every day. This is pretty much Violet's consistent look throughout the series, till you get to book 9. Be sure not to come back next time, so you don't have to sit through another unfortunate look. And definitely do not subscribe, so you don't miss a thing. And do not check out the blog. Thank you for watching my unfortunate video. Bye.